Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullah and a very good evening to all of you ladies and gentlemen. Semua okay?
All okay. Good evening, sir.
Alhamdulillah sihat.
Sehat, Alhamdulillah. Okay, today, 25th of November 2023, our first webinar. Webinar atau webinar? Sebab
I think webinar kot.
webinar kan?
Yes,
Sebab
webinar.
when I type webinar to the Microsoft whatever application is, it will show you it is wrong, right? Sebenarnya webinar, tak apalah, never mind. Okay, the plan for today is we're gonna it is some sort of mini ice breaking, just to introduce you with the carry marks of the organizational behavior. We will share you topic number 1 and topic number 2 of the total of the whole semester. But before we go further, I just want to ask you one thing. You want me to share with you, to discuss with you in English full or in Malay and English campur-campur ataupun full Malay?
We are flexible.
Both
Flexible.
also
Okay,
can, sir.
good.
Both also can. Full English also
Campur pun
can.
bagus.
Campur also can.
Okay,
Flexible.
good.
But don't Mandarin je lah.
Okay, because all right, good. And one more thing, I have a high expectation for you guys, because I believe that you have all the working experience and everything, right? Am I right?
Yeah, we are working adults.
Okay, good. Because just like I'm teaching in UUM PACE, they are all working adults, and sometimes they share their experience working with what we have related to the what we study lah, kan? Sebab what I share is just on the theoretical part, right? Maybe you have experience in the practical part of the working, then we can share it together, right? Purpose here, I'm here, it's not teaching or lecturing, it's just sharing on the theoretical part, on the academical part, or what we call the empirical part of organizational behavior. Okay, before we go to the to the first topic, okay, this is the activity throughout the year semester. Okay, kita ada class presentation. It will be a group presentation, kan? Kalau kang seorang-seorang nanti sampai ke 12 malam tak habis kan, macam tu dengan kelas ni dan sebagainya. Is it okay for class presentation, or you want to do individual group presentation, or you want to do individual presentation?
Group presentation.
Group presentation. I see. Okay, just out of my curiosity, you guys know each other already?
No.
Some of it.
Few lah.
Not everyone. Not everyone.
Not
Not
everyone.
everyone lah.
No,
So
tidak.
how many semesters you are here already in Uni Razak?
This
Second.
is the second semester.
First.
Oh, ada yang first, ada yang second. Okay.
First, yeah.
Yeah, first semester, first day.
Okay. Tak apa.
Doctor, my name is Gary. My name is not shown on the list.
Gary Arunathan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine
I'll
also.
take note of that. Register lambat ke? Macam mana ke?
Tak ada, dah register dah lama.
Dia orang ni. Okay.
I still haven't got
Mana ni?
my access to Xerox and all that. So I'm clueless.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll take
doctor, mine also same. Desmond. Macam tiada kan nama?
Desmond, Okay. Gary and Desmond, alright. Noted that.
I didn't find you, sir. My name is Double. Number 7 and 15.
Oh. 7 and 15. Oh, double.
Yes.
Betul juga. Okay.
My name is not there too.
Yeah, my name is not there too. Should we type it in the meeting chat for you?
Let me send you a WhatsApp, the list, and then after that you just fill in on the WhatsApp. That would be better.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I think my name also double, doctor. Number 8 and number
Which one?
16.
8 and 16. Oh, Mr. Andrew Lam. Dua kali.
Yes, sir.
Oh, because this one I follow the what UROX kan. I just copy and then I paste in here in the list. But never mind. I will sometimes because SKC will update the most updated list of name later. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay. First, you just have to look at the carry marks here. The class activity is 30%. The first class presentation, which would be held on the 9th of December, as webinar number 2. Okay. Sekejap. Apa 25th ni silap ni? Silap. Okay, look at this one. Sekejap ya. Susah nak. Macam mana I nak
Doktor,
hilangkan?
kalau nama double dapat double mark ke apa?
Kalau satu tu apa? Kalau satu tu A, satu tu C macam mana? Nak average kan ke macam mana?
Double A lah.
Okay, alright. Your webinar actually the webinar number 2 will be your class presentation. Alright, will be on the 9th of December. It's very simple. It's only 5 to 10 marks. I will explain to you what you should do during the presentation later, but you just have to bear with me for a moment while I'm explaining the carry marks here. Okay, 9 December. Okay, the class presentation number 2 will be a different topic, but the same theme will be on the 20th January. Okay. And then after that, another 10% from the class activity is your class participation and the attendance. There will be 10% marks for the class participation and attendance. So the total class activity is 30%. Okay, quizzes or midterms. For me, for your kind of study, right? It would be more suitable for you to do the quiz rather than a midterm, because midterm is more on the exam-based questions, in which that it is more suitable for the full-time students. Then for this one, I'll split it into 2 quizzes, multiple choice and also true and false. Okay, it will be the first quizzes will be on between 30th and 5th January. Usually it will be like this, okay? Between that day, for 1 week, you have the choice to log into Eurox and answer your quiz, okay? But once you log into Eurox, you only have about 1 hour time to answer the quiz, all right? It doesn't mean that, okay, today you can log in and then postpone tomorrow, no. Once you have logged in, you have to answer all the questions. But you can log in between 30th to 5th December. 30th December to 5th January. Okay, faham?
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Berapa chance kasih?
Okay, I will tell you later in the group. I will discuss with the admin first. Sebab I tak berani nak buat decision macam tu kan. So I tanya dia orang dulu nanti. Okay, quiz number 2, it will be between 27 to 2nd February. Quiz number 1, only topic number 1 and topic number 2. Okay, I will give you the slides after I've shared after the class. Then you can refer to the slide. And after that, it will be a project assignment, also group. All right, 20%. I will release the assignment today. I will explain what to do. and then you can send on the 3rd February. Okay. 3rd February is one
assignment tak
day.
sama. Quiz
Yeah.
dengan assignment tak sama ke?
Assignment tak sama.
Assignment kita banyak research dan presentation apa kan? Quiz itu answer saja kan?
Quiz itu answer saja.
Oh, okay.
Project assignment will be as like the normal usually the university assignment. Okay.
If we
Doctor,
cannot meet all 7 people, can we individual do the project assignment or not?
No, it is a group project assignment as well.
So we need to
will be the
find
same
time
group
to
all the way,
work
Doctor?
together.
Yes. It seems that only quiz we do individually. Project class presentation will be in groups. That's
And the
susah.
same group throughout the course?
Come again?
Is it the same group all the way?
It's the same group all the way.
Okay.
Okay. Final exam 30%. You guys know when is your final exam ready? Because I don't have that information yet. Tentatively bila tahu tak?
No, we don't know anything. This is my first class.
Okay. This administration part will inform you when is your final exam. Okay. All right. Class activities. I repeat, class activities consists of class participations.
Sir, sorry, the exam will be on 12 February to 17 February.
I see, 12 February. All right, so that means after the webinar number 2, you have another 10 days to for your revision, right? Okay, fine enough. Okay, let me recap. Class activity 30%. There will be consist of 2 class presentation and another 10% is class participation. And then quizzes or midterms, 20%, both are quizzes, right? 10%, 10% each. And then project assignment 20% and final exam is 30%. Okay. Some of us tak dapat Euro access lagi. Okay, I'll get mine on Tuesday. All right, never mind because the most of the deadline is not near, bukan dekat, not around the corner, jauh-jauh lagi. So you still have ample time to get the access and use the Eurox for your quizzes or whatever. Lagipun class presentation, you tak perlu hantar apa-apa, you just provide the slide, you present on the class, then it will be marks. That's all itu aja. Yeah. Only the quizzes and also the project assignment that you need to use the Eurox. Okay. Just bear with me for a moment. Sekejap ya. Ini tak biasa guna Zoom ni. Saya sekali pakai bila mengajar di Uni Razak baru saya guna. Okay.
Doctor, for group formation, Doctor ada mention maximum 7 members kan in a group. So
Yes, correct.
Kalau ada less than 7 tak apa kan, like macam 5 to 6. Boleh kan?
Boleh. Less
so,
than 7 pun tak apa.
Kami dah ada. So macam mana tu? Do we give you the name of the group members in WhatsApp group ke macam mana?
Okay, nanti I buat juga list kan. Okay, list of the names for group assignment. Group number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Group number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I leave it blank and then I send to you guys and then you just fill in over there.
Alright, got it. Thank you.
Alright, sir.
Oh, advance betul.
Kita memang
I like
excited.
Okay. This is the first topic for today, introduction to organizational behavior. Before we start, just want to ask you frankly, sebelum kelas ni, ada tak orang yang tak pernah dengar perkataan organizational behavior?
Selalu
Ada lah,
dengar.
ada tapi tak berapa faham lah.
Okay, I'll try to explain as layman as possible. Just listen and bear with me. If there is any question, you just can ask. You can and interrupt me at any time. Okay. What Mena? Introduction to organizational behavior. What is the outcome of this topic? You should be able to define organizational behavior. You should able to show value of systematic study of organizational behavior, identify the major behavioral science disciplines that contribute to organizational behavior. Okay, this organizational behavior is not the study alone itself. It has been contributed by other discipline. Okay, especially the social science like sociology, anthropology, so on and so forth. So this study contributed to the study of the organizational behavior itself. Demonstrate why a few absolutes apply to organizational behavior. So few factors, or we can katakan determinants. All right. Identify managers' challenges and opportunities in applying organizational behavior concepts and compare 3 levels of analysis in this text organizational behavior model. Okay, this is what you will be able to get grasp after we gone to the first topic. All right. Organizational management and organizational behavior. Usually, when we talk about organizational behavior, when we learn, I always ask my students to imagine that you are a manager, okay? Whether you are actually a manager ataupun you tak pernah jadi manager pun, tak apa, you just imagine that you are a manager having to manage people below you. Okay, sama ada you top management ke, you supervisor ke, you still a manager. Okay, sometimes you have to imagine that you are a top manager. Sometimes you have to imagine you are a first line or second level manager. Okay, that's usually the first thing that organizational behavior deals with the employees. And who deals with the employees? A manager. Okay, it says that good people skills are important, kan? Tapi siapa yang perlu ada good people skills? Of course, manager and also the staff, kan? But manager in this context is the manager. Good places to work have a superior financial performance. Why? Because happy staff, right? Happy environment, you contribute more, contribute better, right? If we contribute better in terms of the company, when we talk about performance, most of it are talking about financial performance. And developing managers' interpersonal skills help attract and keep high-performing employees. Nak tanya sikit lah, nanti I cakap je boring. What do you understand by that, the second one? Tak ada right and wrong answer.
Maybe keep always have a good communication with your downline or upline. You know, the more you talk, the more they understand you. Then
Yes.
they will be happy working. Then they keep performing well. This is what I think.
Correct. When you communicate well with your staff, they are able to not only they perceive you as understanding the needs of the staff, but also communicate means that you have to clarify whatever things, directions, or orders or tasks that you were given to them. All right. So with good interpersonal skills, no matter how difficult or challenging the task is you give to your staff, they are willing to do it, right? Because you are able to clarify what's the reason behind you give the task, the importance for the staff itself, how important is it for the company itself, so on, and the group itself, so on and so forth. So with that, it is what we call a relevant factors to have a high performing employees. Okay, good, Mr. Kwong. There is a strong association between the quality of workplace relationship and employee job satisfaction, stress, and turnover. Okay, when it says here, when there is a strong association, it means that there are studies, okay, related to the quality of workplace relationship with employee job satisfaction. Okay, when you have a quality workplace relationship, there'll be more job satisfaction among employees. Okay, and then there will be less stress, and there will be less turnover. Okay, and then increasing organizational behavior principles can foster social responsibility awareness. Right. When you have understood the principles of organizational behavior, right? When you understand what importance is towards the organization for organizational behavior, okay, it will increase the what we call apa kesedaran dalam bahasa Inggeris?
Awareness.
Increase the awareness of social responsibility. So that means your staff is not only working for money, but it's also working for improvement of the social life. Okay, this is why organizational behavior are important and the good skills are important. Okay, now we talk about the field of organizational behavior itself. What is organizational behavior? Organizational behavior studies the influence that individuals, groups, and structure have on behavior within organization. Okay, the key word is behavior. Okay, in organizational behavior, we study behavior of individual, means that individual within organization, and then individuals within the groups. Okay, and the behavior of the organization itself. Behavior of the organization itself related to structure. Okay, apa dia structure? Your unit, your departments, itu structure. Alright, including your rules and regulations. Itu adalah related to structure, procedures. Itu semua structure. So, organizational behavior selalunya study on the behavior of individuals, and then after that we study the behavior of the groups. Because apa? Sebab groups actually influence the behavior of individuals, and sometimes individuals influence the behavior of the groups. And then after that, we study organizational behavior study on the organizations itself, particularly on the structure of the organization. It said that its chief goal to apply that knowledge towards improving the organizational effectiveness. Okay. Another explanation, I've put this, this is a slide from management, principle of management. Okay, sebab kalau some universities, for some universities, you kena belajar management dulu, baru you boleh belajar organizational behavior. Sebab most of them are related to the principles of management. Okay. Dia macam ni. Okay. You just imagine a block of iceberg there, right? bukan Titanic, iceberg. Okay. Within the organisation itself, you boleh nampak apa company punya strategies, objective, kan, policies and procedures, the structure, the technology, the formal authority, kan, who reports to whom, that's the formal authority, kan, the chain of command, one supervisor or one manager will manage how many staff, itu you punya nampak, okay. You can what we call propose, or you can enact those strategies, objective, so on and so forth. Tetapi benda-benda yang kita tak nampak ni, attitude. Okay, kita impose certain policies. Kita nampak tak attitude dia orang tentang polisi yang kita impose, kan? Perception, and then the norms, daily practice yang has not been said but has been practiced in the group, in the organizational culture, informal interaction, gossips, kan, and non-official interaction, interpersonal and intergroup conflicts. Ini adalah hidden aspect yang organizational behavior tries to study. These are the aspect of the organizational behavior. Okay, boleh?
Boleh.
Okay. Okay, the focal points of organizational behavior. Motivation, the behavior of the leader and the power they have. Ini semua topik-topik yang akan datang, right? Interpersonal communication, group structures and processes. Okay, when we talk about group structures, along with the process, right? Department, unit, right? Division, and also the rules and regulation, the procedures, and then attitude development and perception. Right? We can gauge the attitude of the staff from certain theory or from certain model that we're going to cover a little bit later, right? The change process, how management are going to react with the outside environment for the changes, how they manage changes for the employees, right? And then conflict and negotiation, kan? And work design, all are the focal points of organizational behavior. Okay, benda yang and I said benda yang kita tak nampak. Firstly, when you are a manager, kan, when you decide something, you make decision. Usually, there are two ways that you make decision: intuition, kan, and systematic study. Betul lah. Ada sini ada manager tak? Tak kira lah supervisor ke apa.
Ada.
Okay, tulis kan. Sometimes if we want to act fast, you need to make a decision. Then you use your intuition, right? Ataupun dia kata rule of thumb, kan? It's your gut feeling, explanation of behavior. But if you want to have more systematic ways in order for you to make decision, there's a systematic studies which improve the ability to accurately predict behavior. Right. Okay, it says that our often intuition leads to the decision-making process. Our intuition relies on gut feelings, individual observation, and common sense. That's intuition. Although our intuition is extremely useful in the decision-making process, it does not give us a complete picture. By engaging in a systematic study of behavior, we can enhance our effectiveness. Effectiveness in not only in decision-making, but also in our observation, in our perception. because sometimes not sometimes, but we have to assume that behavior is not random, right? There are certain things that you need to consider before you give certain perception. And it says that fundamental consistencies underlie the behavior. Because later you will know that certain behavior, okay, is not a random, but sometimes it comes from the internal itself, from the person itself, or from the external, the environment, which influence the person to act in a certain way. Okay, and then this can be identified and modified to reflect the individual differences. When you are able to gauge certain behavior or certain attitude, maybe you can what we call modify it towards our organizational goal. All right, the behavior, the attitude, the perception itself. Okay. Okay. Talking about systematic study. Systematic study, it says that when we talk about engaging in a systematic study, we are talking about looking at relationships. Okay, by doing so, we can better determine cause and effect, and then apply scientific evidence to our conclusion, and we are better to able predict behavior. By systematic study, we are better able to predict the behavior. Okay, first we are able to explain the behavior, and then we can predict the behavior. And then once we can predict the behavior, we can alter towards our own favor that particular behavior. This is that basis conclusion on the scientific evidence. For example, data is gathered under control condition, and data is measured and interpreted in a reasonably rigorous manner. Okay, I just give you one example how we can predict, or how we can first explain and then predict and also control the behavior. Just a simple example, macam you pernah dapat staff yang suka MC dan dia punya MC tu ada pattern. Pernah dapat tak? Contohnya public holiday, kerja, weekend. Lepas tu kerja tu, for example, Thursday public holiday, Friday kerja, and then Saturday Sunday weekend. Dia akan MC on Friday, kan? Contohnya, ataupun one day, day after or day before weekend, dia selalu MC. Ada tak? Pernah tak dapat staff-staff macam ni?
Ada.
Ada kan? Okay. When you are able to capture this behavior, you are able to what we call explain the behavior. Okay, this staff always MC in between public holidays or a day or before the weekends. Okay, you're able to predict. So how you gonna alter and influence the behavior? This is just a simple example lah, kan? Okay, what you will do is you put an important task or event, okay, on that particular day, either Friday or Monday, or you put a certain what we call responsibility or task yang dia minat, okay, which is attracted to him on that particular day. So dia akan terfikir dua kali sama ada dia nak MC atau tidak dan sebagainya. So in that case, you are able to control the behavior. Maknanya kalau dia datang, it is a success for you. You are able to control the behavior towards the organizational punya goal lah. Organizational punya goal is the staff. One of it is the staff performance. Tu. Okay, that's why you need a scientific evidence in terms of dia punya MC, in terms dia punya report dan sebagainya. Okay, one of the data, okay, that you are able to get from a systematic study is the evidence-based management. Bases decision on the best available scientific evidence. It complements the systematic study and forces managers to become more scientific in their thinking. Okay, evidence-based management complements a scientific study by applying scientific evidence to managerial decision. Okay, I just can explain you in brief what's the evidence-based management. Okay, evidence-based management is all the evidence, okay, which is basis on the proof, okay, on the research, right, on the concrete evidence that enables you to make decisions. That is the evidence-based management. Usually, you need to what we call, you need to use this type of tools, yeah, for you to make certain decision. You cannot rely only on your intuition, your what we call your guts feeling. You need to have a scientific evidence. Okay. To know more about this, you can read the what we call the textbook. I will suggest you one textbook that just can read. But for this class, I think that my slide actually is enough for you to pass the test. Don't worry about that. But if you want to have more information, if you want to have more knowledge, you can even take your own initiative to read about evidence-based management, for example. Okay. Number 2 is big data. Big data ni, okay. Can anyone explain to me about big data? Always in company selalu ada big data. That's my son. Sorry. Anyone?
I think they go. Yeah, someone speaking. Yeah.
For storage of information.
Okay. Apa ada dalam tu? What do we have inside there?
The information of the business activities.
Yeah.
You know, like sales,
data statistic.
Data statistic, you know, for the organization to analyze before they making any decision.
Okay. That's why I like to share information with the experienced students that they have known already big data. Say for example, if you want to put a certain still, but want to market certain product and everything, you have to decide, right? Manager have to decide, and then you can refer to the big data. For example, the demographic statistic over there, right? And how many the age of the population on certain area, right? Even if you have the data, there's a certain preference of the people over there. Am I correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, this is one of the what we call scientific studies that you have. Okay, systematic studies that you have before you make certain decision. It says the extensive use of statistical compilation and analysis and identify persistent and predictive statistic. Okay, and then it is using big data for managerial practices, define objective, develop theories of casualty, test the theory to see which employee activities are relevant to the objective. Okay, theories. I'm not sure whether in practical there are theories in your big data. Do you have it? But actually, in the empirical study, they're very important to have a theory. Like, for example, if you're working in MRT, you want to know what makes people use MRT, right? Okay, there are studies, a lot of studies of intention to use MRT, right? Customer satisfaction, but actually, in actual fact, for those studies, usually quantitative studies, they are based on certain theories. Maybe on practical, they don't explain on that particular theory. On the empirical or academic studies, you have to prove that related to certain acknowledged theories, then you can proceed with the survey or study. So maybe in practical, sometimes they don't exhibit it in the big data, but in actual fact, they are based on the certain theory. Develop theories of casualty, test the theories to see which employee activities are relevant to the objective. Okay. Okay, in practical, kalau you ada data dekat big data, did your boss expected you to give data, or you have to make a certain report for that particular data?
Of course, make a certain report. We need to summarize the data.
Correct. That is what has been taught in the principles of management. If you have data, you have to convert it into the report. Then only then you are able to convey certain decision, maybe to the group or to the upper management, so on and so forth. Okay, now we're talking about systematic study. How is it relevant to the organizational behavior? And then, okay, these are the contributing disciplines to the organizational behavior field, which is psychology, social psychology, sociology, anthropology, right? Studies of people in a group, that's called sociology. Anthropology studies both people and also the animals, the beings, whatever lively beings in this earth. This is called anthropology. Okay. All right. When we on the organizational behavior itself, when we study on the micro level, all right, we adapt the study in the psychology and social psychology. But on the macro level, groups and organization, we adapt the study from sociology and anthropology. Okay. Few absolutes. It means that confirmation. Okay. Kepastian dalam bahasa Malaysia. Itu bukan factor, sorry. Dia kepastian dalam organizational behavior. Okay. It is impossible to make simple and accurate generalization. Okay. You tak in organizational behavior, you tak boleh generalize semudahnya. There must be a certain way to what we call to predict ataupun to give perception. Okay, there are certain procedures to give perception. All right, and because it is human beings are complex and diverse. Okay, just like I'm told you about certain behavior, all right, or attitude. Sometimes you see certain behavior. It is not because intrinsically caused, but sometimes it is environmentally caused. You have to see, you have to examine whether it is from inside or because of the influence from the environment. That is behavior, all right? Because human beings are complex and diverse. And then organizational behavior concept must reflect situational contingency. What situational condition, what you call contingency variables. Okay, there are many variables, right, which determine the behavior of the people, and the behavior of the people are complex and diverse. That's what we call contingency. Contingency ni apa dalam bahasa Malaysia? Apa dia contingency ni? Cuba.
Backup.
Apa dia?
Backup.
Dia okay, kalau kita cakap contingency ni backup lah, macam alternatif lain kan, alternatif lain kalau kita plan tak jadi, apa yang kita buat dan sebagainya. Okay, so actually the actual is the possible alternative ways that we can choose. That's contingency. Dia contingency. Okay. Certain factors.
Contingency
right?
variables.
Come again, question.
Macam dia bukan constant punya. Dia macam boleh tiba-tiba berlaku. Tiba-tiba berlaku. You tak tahu bila dia akan berlaku, macam kita random picking
Dia
barang.
berubah.
Dia
Correct,
tiba-tiba
betul.
berlaku punya.
Dia
Kita tak boleh predict
berubah-ubah.
punya.
Dia
Macam
berubah-ubah.
tu lah.
Betul. Mesin, betul. It's correct.
Cikgu punya suara tak dengar.
I punya suara tak dengar?
Dengar
Sekarang
jelas
dengar?
je. No.
Clear.
It's
Clear?
very loud and clear.
Sudah boleh.
Okay, alright. Okay. Sekejap ya.
Doctor, sorry. When you mentioned about contingency variables kan, that affect the OB kan in any organization. So issues like global pandemic, such as COVID, it's really affected. I believe that all the organization worldwide kan. So itu pun memang, I mean, one of the sample kan or example di bawah contingency variables kan.
Yes, correct.
Change in government regulations, katalah kan, or in their procedures or any local laws. That's also one of the contributing factors lah kan.
Yes, correct. You're correct. Okay. Another explanation about contingency. When you say that factors that people that lead people to use the face mask, right? Okay. You say because of the pandemic, right? Because of the government regulation, right? For example. Okay. The government regulation itself, all right? You cannot see the sole factor towards the people using the face mask, because it depends on the culture, right? That's contingency, right? Government regulation, it depends also on the culture, because some culture, all right, they are very easy to follow the higher authority, right? They call it high power distance. Culture from the high power distance, they respect their leaders or their elders, whoever above them, even your priest, your imam, they respect them highly, right? But culture from low power distance culture, okay, there's only fine line between what we call between your higher your immediate or your leaders and also the followers. This is also makes the contingency variable in terms of the government regulation. Ada lagi kan, other contingency variable is that about culture. Alah, tak boleh concentrate kalau anak-anak ini autism sikit kan. Kadang-kadang dia kacau. Okay, satu lagi contingency variable, okay, is about also the culture, kan. Some people, some culture is easy adapt to certain culture, right? And some people, okay, very difficult to adapt into different situation. Macam Malaysia, dia very difficult to adapt into the certain situation. But because of another variable, high power distance, kan, the government regulations effectiveness is very high because people respect their inferior highly. So they always follow rules and regulation. That's why wearing mask in Malaysia is considered as a successful rules that are being followed. Nampak tak? Bukan kata kalau government saja, government suruh, sebab tu kita follow, sebab tu orang pakai mask. There are other variables from the government punya instruction that leads to the people wearing mask. What if kalau kita punya ni culture dia berlainan, pun susah juga, kan, dan sebagainya. That's why I say that contingency variable. Okay, factors can be changed, right? Factors sometimes depend on the sub factors. That is the contingency variables. Okay, when you talk about organizational behavior, okay, when a study, actually most of the social study, you need to have a certain model so that other people will understand about the study, including the organizational behavior model. Okay, a model is an abstraction of reality. Dia akan menggambarkan sesuatu reality from certain study, a simplified version of some real world phenomenon. Okay, in an organization, all right, there are three types of variable: inputs, process, and outcome. Later, I will explain. And then, the level of analysis in the organizational behavior is individual, group, and organization. But first, we look at the variables. What consists the model of the organizational behavior? Input, process, outcome. Okay, kalau you belajar principle of management, input ni apa kalau untuk for organization? Kalau macam business organization, dia macam the asset. Okay, raw materials, your staff, kan? Your finance, right? Your asset. These are the input. What organization have? Okay, the outcome, or another word, in output, is what organization produce. Okay, from the input, right? Apa you ada, you punya asset, your raw material semua akan menjadi akan diproses menjadi output. Apa dia output tu? Your product, your services, maybe others will be performance report, kan, financial report, kan. Itu semua outcome. Itu semua what you will have and you're going to use it in the future. Kan? Alright. So, between input nak jadikan output, dia ada proses di tengah-tengah. Kan? Apa yang you buat dalam organisasi itu untuk menghasilkan output or outcome. It is a process. Okay. In the process, you have this. Okay. In the input, you have in the input, you have raw materials and everything, but on the organizational behavior study, you study on the individual level. Okay. In the individual level, you have diversity, personality, values. Okay. And on the group level, you have group structure, group roles, team responsibility. And organizational level, you have own structure and the culture. These are the things that your organization have in terms of people. In terms of other thing, memang raw material, kan, apa asset. Tapi in terms of individual, you have people, you have group, you have the departments, you have division. That is the people that you have for the input. Okay. For the process, of course lah, masa individual group ni buat kerja, kan? On the individual level, you have to study about emotions and mood, motivation, perception, decision making, kan? Kalau macam other than people, you have macam procedures, kan? Prosedur kerja dan sebagainya, kan? On the group level, on the people itself, you have communication, leadership, power and politics, conflicts and negotiation. On the organizational level, you have human resource, you have change practices. What people do during the process to make certain output or outcome. That's the process. Okay, organizational behavior concentrated on the people during these three variable, right? The outcome, apa yang you dapat? Okay. Selalunya, kalau we are not talking about organizational behavior, your product, your services, keuntungan, kan, laporan dan prestasi dan sebagainya. Outcome for people, you get attitude and how's the level of stress that your members of organization have. How's the task performance, their citizenship behavior, good behavior of the people, inside the organization, withdrawal behavior or negative behavior, right? On the group behavior level, how cohesive they are after they produce certain products or services. On what level the group are functioning. On the organizational level, it's productivity and survival. Survival of the organization. Can you survive after you produce certain output, after you get the financial result? Are you able, or is the organization can survive? Kan? Kalau dia dapat untung banyak, of course can survive, kan? So you have to look at the productivity. Okay. Tapi you tahu what is input, process and outcome? Do you understand? You have a general picture of what is input, process and outcome?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay, chat. Ada tak? Okay, tak ada apa-apa dalam chat. 3 level of yang ni lah, kan? Kalau if you betul-betul ikut turutan dalam study, first you will study on the individual level. Okay. After you study after certain topic, you'll go and study on the group level, behavior of the group. And then after that, last but not least, is organization system level. Most of the group book, including the one that I've used as a reference, will arrange in the same way. Study on the individual first, and then group, and then after that, the organization system level. Okay. What are the challenges and opportunities for organizational behavior? Challenges can also be an opportunity. You need to respond to continuing globalization, understand workforce demographics, managing workforce diversity, impact of social media. 10 years back dalam organizational behavior kita takkan belajar yang ni. Sekarang kita kena belajar, kita kena realize that the challenges is the impact of social media. Employees' well-being at work, creative positive work environment, and improving ethical behavior. Okay, first, responding to the globalization, it is increased foreign assignment and working with people from different culture and adapting to differing cultural regulatory norms. Okay. There are certain managers sometimes have to deal with that. Sometimes they have to go to oversee where company open up the branches, kan? Ataupun you kat sini tapi ramai not only Malaysian but ramai international workers, kan? Even general workers ke expatriate ke, you have to deal with those type of people, kan? So most factors depends on the culture in order to deal with that kind of people. Managing workforce demographics pun sama, longevity, kan? Sekarang ni lifespan people dulu 60 plus, now reported as 70 plus, kan? Mana tahu in the future and when the health what we call sector is improving, 80 tahun lebih pula, kan? So it's a longevity. It also affect the organization itself. You boleh perasan yang ramai senior citizen apply the job, kan? So on and so forth. The birth rates, socio-economic condition, and other changes in the workforce. Okay, for example, simple example, katakan you at the earlier level, kan, you recruit young people, young graduates, and then after that you have certain people, middle-aged people who have sons and daughters at school. Lepas tu ada pula yang senior citizen. Okay, the demands and requests are different. So how flexible your organization are? For example, macam those parents 30 plus 40s, dia ada anak-anak kat sekolah, kan? At 1 o'clock should be lunch, but they go out to after tea, they go out already. And then after that, of course punyalah, they will not come back at 2 o'clock sharp. They come back at 2:30. Okay. Yang lain tengok yang muda-muda ke, yang tak ada anak ke, kan? Tengok staff ni rehat sampai 2 jam, kan? Tapi I rehat 1 jam tak fair. Timbul ketidakpuasan hati. You're talking about behavior ni, kan? Timbul ketidakpuasan hati. So how management, you are a manager, katakan, will respond to this, kan? Kalau you kata tak boleh, kena bagi 1 jam aja, then there will be a dissatisfaction among those people, kan? Yang adult staff, yang ada anak dan sebagainya. So how you gonna do it? So and a suggestion is this, that you have to be more flexible. in terms of lunch hour. Okay, for those who want to take extra lunch hour, say for example, you are the lunch hour is 1 o'clock. You're gonna go early 12:30 and you come back at 2:30. Can, but you have to go back 1 hour later. Instead of 5 o'clock, you have to go back at 6 o'clock. Kan? There will be a flexibility over there. Itu contoh, contoh how you gonna manage workforce demographic as a manager. Kan? Managing workforce diversity. Organizations are becoming more heterogeneous of people in terms of gender, age, race, ethnicity, and sexual orientation. Kan? In Malaysia, tak apa lagi, controversial. Kan? Dekat luar, kan? With those with LGBT and everything. Manager pun kena bijak juga, kan? May have more knowledge, kan? Kalau this type of people, kalau kita panggil he, tak boleh. She pun tak boleh. Kena panggil them pula. Aduh, trend. Itu trend lah. Kan? Not only that, now with the what we call lot of the sensitivity issues, kan? Dulu mana ada body shaming, sekarang ada body shaming, kan? Sekarang tak boleh dah buat lawak, kan? Orang yang plus size people, kita tak boleh buat, kita tak boleh senang-senang buat lawak. Kalau dia sensitif, dia report, kan? Ada akta mengatakan tentang this body shaming. Dulu tak ada, kan? Personally, I rasa semakin lama semakin orang makin manja. Tak tahulah, kan? That's the example, right, of the diversity. Sekarang ni, betul tak sekarang ni, kalau you panggil sayang kat orang, kat your staff, kat other people, and they don't like it, they may report. It can be under category of sexual harassment, betul tak?
Betul.
Dulu selamba je, kan? Sekarang tak boleh. Okay, so organization are becoming more heterogeneous in a mix of people. Ada sesiapa nak bagi pendapat ke, nak share ke, tak ada?
Lain kali pergi jamban pun ada susah. Pergi mana? Don't know he or she go pergi mana?
Itulah. Betul. Betul, kan? Kalau katakan okay, kalau katakan has been named here, this transgender, okay, kena pergi toilet perempuan. Ada orang lain ambil kesempatan dress up like perempuan, pergi sana, and then what do, kan? Ada pula ada case ni pula, kan? Sexual cases pula dekat toilet. So it's more and more complex. People here is more and more complex. That's why you need, at a certain stage, you need to have certain knowledge in the organizational behavior. Social media, use of social media by employees, using social media to learn about employees, impact of social media on employee well-being. So anyone can what we call can give any ideas what social media is related to this organizational behavior. Anyone?
Dulu in my company ada orang mau post social media, they cannot pakai name badge sama uniform lah.
Social media, I think in my organization is really largely used, doctor, because my company is involved in F&B. Okay, take for example, because I'm head of HR. So sekarang ni kita nak advertise, nak cari orang pun memang kita really fully utilize the social media platforms, you know.
Yes.
Like in the past, masa zaman I muda-muda dulu lah kan, bila advertisement, when we do hiring, kita akan advertise dekat newspaper and so on. Yes. So selari dengan teknologi, of course, we really utilize the platform, you know, like LinkedIn, JobStreet. Even we also post our vacancies through TikToks, Instagram, Facebook. Correct. yeah, that is to attract a different pools of people or talent outside there lah. Sebab sekarang ni ramai new generation. And diorang banyak guna, they are really into social media kan, like TikTok, FB, and even our advertisement pun sangat-sangat canggih lah sekarang, because we have to come up with something that is really attractive to attract the young talents. Otherwise, you tak dapat lah orang yang bagus kan untuk kerja dengan company you. Yeah, that is how I'm look at from the HR perspective lah. And also like, you know, the marketing strategy nowadays, kita memang all out with digital marketing. Again, you know, we post we have our company accounts for IG lah, TikToks, you know, to create more customer segmentation, you know, to convey the message, to promote our products, you know, to sustain the business lah.
Okay, how about when they express their disapproval or disappointment towards the work or towards the company, on the social media?
Okay,
and management notice about it. What's your company's action on or policy on this?
Okay, this one satu lagi, I believe that the company rules and regulation, the procedure must be very loud and clear, because that happened to one of our staff. Dia post his dissatisfaction, you know, over one of our others HOD lah. But then yang HOD dia complain tu pun ada dalam dia punya IG account, okay? But then dia punya account tu private, so I pun tak boleh nak tengok, you know, when I actually perform my interrogation, I tak boleh nak buat apa-apa because account dia private. But then the HOD tu share dengan I lah, okay, so this is the post yang dia tulis. Even he mentioned about HR tak berani nak ambil action against the HOD. It's like macam false accusation ataupun dia panggil apa, fitnah lah kan. So I just, okay, I can't do much.
Slander, libel.
Yes, slander. Then I mean, how we actually overcome this issue, I call the staff and then I show him, I cakap, okay, this is apa yang dia dah buat, kita ada evidence and so on, but I can't proceed with any disciplinary action sebab account dia private, because I have to be mindful of the PDPA, you know, and so on kan. I tak boleh nak simply pergi stalk dia punya account ke apa kan, but we give him like macam very verbal warning lah about his behavior, and he has to stop it immediately. Yeah, so again, I believe that kita kena selarikan dengan company punya rules and regulation.
Yes. There you have what we call predict, explain, and control the behavior.
Correct.
Right. Because sometimes some organization are slightly lighter. They come and conduct a counseling, right? For example, right? Or even the what we call what is it, the session called heart-to-heart session with the boss, right? With regards to the social media, because some still a lot of organization on the rules and regulation inside the social media are still what we call in the gray area, but still something has to be done. So that means, for example, whatever action that you take there is an example of how you're gonna what we call the change the behavior towards what organizations want. Okay, so we have practiced already, even though kan tak ambil organizational behavior, but for those yang experience, they have practiced already all the things. So, and that's why on this part, I just share you the empirical studies or empirical aspect of the organization behavior, but in actual fact, you have gone and practiced that already. See? Okay, enhancing employee well-being at work. The line between work and non-work has blurred, and managers are increasingly dealing with the conflicts that arise between work and life away from work. That's why organizational behavior come into the picture, enhancing employee well-being at work. Can anybody try to explain or even share examples on this?
A bit lah, huh? I just say a bit between
Okay.
work and non-work. Okay, sometimes when now during we have WhatsApp, right? After work, then 8 or 9 o'clock, you receive a WhatsApp from your boss saying, "I need something tomorrow." So the boss really get into your private life. So that should not be the case lah.
I see. Okay, there's another example, right? Because sometimes it seems that there is a fine thin line between work and non-work, and some situation in which that there is no work and life balance because of this fine thin line. But both employee and employer have to what we call give and take on this. Kalau macam Mr. Fong kata ada request by the bosses after work hours from the WhatsApp, and the employer reply. So bosses have to remember, have to appreciate that. Okay, sometimes itulah masalahnya. Sometimes kan kalau kita sometimes mistake by the bosses, kan, including myself before I'm working, kan, when we depends on this kind of stuff, right? And then we put a lot of workload to the people, because these are the few peoples that we can only rely on. Staff lain kita tak boleh harap. Kalau kita harapkan dia je. Sebab kita harapkan dia, banyak kerja dia. Of course lah, kan, people sometimes makes mistake, kan. And then because of that, we'll see all the mistake towards that particular person. Padahal kenapa mistake banyak? Sebab dia orang yang kerja. Orang lain yang kurang kerja ni, kan, kita tak nampak mistake sebab dia orang tak kurang buat kerja. Okay, that's the thing, that's the issue right now, right? And then in terms of work life balances, organizations should have a clear what we call rules and regulations on the work communications or work after office hours, right? So that there is no dispute with regards to the activities after the work hours. Lain, ada example lain? Tak ada.
Boleh cakap further kah? You know,
boleh.
sometimes when during like weekend and all this, let's say on a Saturday, then Sunday is your off day, man. Then your boss will give you something to send you a message on Saturday evening. Actually, Sunday you spoil the mood lah. No more rest day, you know. Even though you can do it on Monday, but then Sunday you spoil your whole appetite. Cannot.
Okay, yeah, understood. Because that's the psychological part of the work, right? The emotions, right, that affected because of that particular order or that particular communication. Okay, good sharing, Mr. Fong. Okay, creating a positive work environment. Positive organizational behavior, it says that it's a growing interest in an organizational behavior. It promotes the idea of exploiting employee strength rather than focusing on employee limitation or weaknesses. It is called positive organizational scholarship. They focus on what's good about an organization, not what's bad. Okay. Actually, is focused on what good about the employee, not what's bad. Okay, this is one way to create a role, a challenge for organizational behavior studies to create a positive work environment. And then improving ethical work behavior. Many managers facing ethical dilemmas or ethical choices which are required to identify right and wrong conduct or right and wrong behavior. It says that company promoting strong ethical missions encourage employees to behave with integrity and provide strong leadership that influence employee decision to behave ethically. Yes, correct. Of course, organization wants their members to be ethical. Okay, but in order for, if you study principles of management, in order for you to ensure that ethics has been practiced, there are certain what we call measures that you need to take in order to encourage ethical behavior. For example, from the day you start, the staff start working on the organization, kan, you can ensure that the candidates that you have accepted can have certain ethics that are relevant, are in line with the organization punya ethics. Okay, because values, right, that we shape ethics are different from one family to another. For example, from one institution or or universities to another. So you, as a manager, you from the first masa mula-mula initial acceptance of the staff, you kena identify or you kena gauge whether these candidates punya ethics or values sama tak, lebih kurang sama tak dengan company punya values. Of course, it won't guarantee, but will minimize the ethical dilemmas. Oh, ada chat sekejap. This already against labor law. Okay, betul. Betul. Candy, my boss also like this. I have no work 7 days a week, no rest. Aduh, Candy, teruk betul. Kesian. Tak apa. There will be what we call a reward yang you tak nampak, yang you akan dapat nanti. So, do you clear about this improving ethical behavior? As what I mentioned, there are a few initiatives, right, to increase the ethical behavior in your workplace, right? Not only that, you have what we call code of ethics, right? You must communicate the code of ethics, right, to the employees. Okay, communication is either either through the gatherings ataupun on your offer letters or on your what we call what you can display at the wall of the companies, but it has to be communicated. And for the further advance, you can even invite the independent social audits, right, to audit your code of conduct, right, where there has been practices, what to improve, and so on and so forth.
Hai doktor.
Yeah.
Dulu I masuk kerja. The first day I masuk, the company will give us a code of conduct. It specify something like sexual harassment, and then corruptions and all this, where we have to sign. So that is what my previous company did.
Yes, correct. That's the way actually. Because Mr. Fong, to be frank with you, there are many other companies has not been practiced that. The offer letter only stated berapa gaji, bila confirm, only those basic things, right? Dan even kalau tak ada dalam offer letter pun, you have to have certain code of ethics atau buku ke to be distributed kan, even through emails ke, even exhibit in the notice board ke, so on and so forth. Practical wise, many companies hasn't been done that also. And then to make it worse, you ada ethical conduct, but sometimes bosses, one of the what we call important things that you need to do to increase the conduct. Bosses have to play the role, kan? Because employees are watching. Kenapa kita kena buat? Bos tak buat, kan? Macam tempat lama saya bekerja, I tak nak mention lah kan. I punya chief admin officer emphasizing on working. Jangan keluar kalau tak ada urusan, kan? Kalau lunch habis pukul 2, kan? You balik office pukul 2, kan? Kalau ada urusan penting, baru you boleh keluar. Tapi dia sendiri pukul 4 pergi kedai mamak makan, kan? Lepas tu ajak kawan-kawan yang rapat dengan dia pergi makan. So what will other employees say to him? That's one thing. Okay, in that organizational behavior studies are emphasized on the role of the leader. Okay, implication for managers. Don't rely on generalization. Use metrics and situation reliable that hunches to explain cause and effect relationship. Increase leadership potential by improving interpersonal skills, improve technical and conceptual skills by staying current with trends like big data, recognize the role of organizational behavior on employee work quality and productivity, and use organizational behavior to help design and implement change programs, improve customer service, and address the work-life balance conflict. So, nak break sekejap tak? Before we break,
Boleh. Boleh.
Okay, before we go for break, ada soalan?
Dah habis pukul apa ni?
Okay. I tak boleh bagi break lama sebab takut terlebih masa nanti. Now is almost 9:30. Can we come back at 9:40? Boleh?
I'm okay, but I need to go by 10:15. Is it okay?
Can. Okay, I'll take your note. Mr. Andrew Lam, right?
Yes.
Okay, I take your note of your attendance. You can exit when you have to go 10:15, right?
Yes, yes.
Mana nama you? Itu
Ada,
yang nama yang
menunggu
tak
orang
ada
nama.
lagi dalam senarai.
Oh, my name is twice there, so you can see my name there.
Okay, and Mr. Andrew Lam Meng Yen, eh?
Yes,
Betul.
yes. Just
Okay.
call me
Saya nak
Andrew.
leave until 9:45 boleh tak? Sekejap aja. Saya nak pergi tengok I memang sekejap.
Oh,
Until 9:45 can tak?
9:45.
I come
Okay.
back lah. I just hang
Can.
here, but I'm not here.
Okay, can. So you come back at around 9:45 lah.
Yes, 9:45.
Okay, can.
Sorry,
No issues.
sorry.
Okay. All right. See you guys at 9:40. Apa lagi Mika? Naiklah atas cepat. Naik. 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 Jadi meja. Naik atas. Sorry. Mak, dia nak kemas dengan macam banyak benda yang nak buat. Dia nak atas cepat. Dah tu. Cepat naik atas. Sorry. Cepat.
Hi, Candy.
Okay, welcome back. Sorry for the delay. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Okay, nampak tak?
Boleh.
Alright, nampak tak screen? Nampak slide tak?
Nampak.
Alright. Chapter number 2, attitudes. Talking about one of the studies in individual studies of the organizational behavior. For this topic, you should be able to contrast the three, or you compare the three components of an attitude, and summarize the relationship between attitude and behavior. You should also be able to compare the major jobs attitudes and identify two approaches for measuring job attitudes, and also summarize the main causes of job satisfaction, identify the three outcomes of job satisfaction, and identify 4 employee responses to dissatisfaction. Okay, we're talking about attitude, job attitude, and one of the major importance of the job attitude is the job satisfaction. Okay, first and foremost, what is attitude? Attitude is an evaluative statement. Okay, a statement that has been evaluated. Okay, either favorable or unfavorable, okay, either positive or negative, concerning objects, people, or event. That's the general definitions on attitude. Okay, reflects how one feels about something. Okay, when we talk about attitude, there are three components: cognitive, affective, and behavioral. Okay, cognitive is akal fikiran, apa yang you set in your mind. Okay, affective, how you feel. Okay, apa yang ada dalam your mind, dalam you feel, and then you act upon it. That's behavior. So the three components of the attitude is cognitive, affective, and behavior. We'll look at the example here. Okay, it says that the cognitive component is composed of the belief in the way things are. Okay, there's one staff, he says that my supervisor gave a promotion to a co-worker who deserved it less than me. Okay, I think my supervisor is unfair. That's on the cognitive part. And then it affects the feeling. I dislike my supervisor. Okay, the affective component is the more critical part of the attitude, as it calls upon the emotions and feelings. I dislike. Kalau on the opposite part, I love, kan? That's affective parts of the attitude. And then come the behavior. The behavioral component describes the intention to behave in a certain way towards someone or something. Because of your cognition, affection, you behave in certain thing, right? I'm looking for other work. Kan? I've complained about my supervisor to anyone who work decent. Firstly, the action is the person is looking for another work, and he's complained about his supervisor. Okay, or to anyone who would listen. That's his behavior. Okay, come from his atau her cognitive or affective. So attitude ni kita kena tengok daripada tiga. Tetapi ada juga individu dia punya behavior kan tak follow dia punya cognitive and affective part. Kan? Dia dipanggil cognitive dissonant. Okay? Dia punya behavior is disowned from the affective and cognitive part. Alright. Cognitive dissonance is any inconsistency between two or more attitudes or between behavior and attitudes. Alright. Macam, okay, contoh saya rasa bangun pagi itu sesuatu yang menyusahkan, kan? Sebab mungkin pendapat saya pagi menyebabkan mood baik berkurangan. Jadi itu kognitif saya, pemikiran saya. My feeling about bangun pagi, I hate bangun pagi, kan? I hate waking up early. Tetapi every day I bangun pagi. Sebab apa? Nanti ada 3 sebab ni yang ditulis itu. Importance, degree, and rewards. Okay. Alright. Even though I have the cognitive dissonance, but I seek to minimize this dissonance because I have to do it. Why? Because of the importance of the elements creating the dissonance. Very important. I'm working, kan, in the morning. So this is very important to me. The situation of working are able to what we call position as the importance of the element creating my dissonance. Okay, that's why I'm working early. Okay. Or the degree of the influence the individual believe he or she has over the elements. Apa dia the degree of influence the individual believes he or she has the elements. Because he believed that, I believe that the degree of influence the individual believe he or she has over the elements. Okay, I believe that I can influence myself, my cognitive and my affective to wake up in the morning. Kan? My behavior able to influence my cognition and my affection. That's the degree of influence. Kalau macam I tak boleh influence my cognition and affection, I still tak bangun tidur. Kan? The importance of the element tak boleh mempengaruhi I lagi. Kan? And then the rewards that may be involved in this dissonance. Of course, the reward is the gaji, kan? The career advancement, and so on and so forth. All right, that's cognitive dissonance. Kenapa itu penting dalam organizational behavior? Okay. Kenapa dia penting? Sebab kan, you tengok seseorang staff tu kan, macam happy, contoh kan, tapi dia punya performance tak menunjukkan bagaimana dia happy working in the organisation. So you kena kaji, there must be certain reason. His cognition, his how does he feel, ataupun he's happy in the organisation, but rupa-rupanya dia dah dapat dia apply for another job. So there must be reason why, kan? This kind of attitude, happy attitude, working together, but at the same time, his behavior is dishonest and compared to his affection and cognition. Nampak tak? That's the importance of studies in the organizational behavior. You have to see, kan? Okay. The major job attitudes related to job lah, kan, job satisfaction. Okay. Which is, it says that positive feelings about job resulting and evaluation of its characteristic. And according to the study, job satisfaction have a certain relationship with the job performance. That's why it is the one of the most important major job attitudes, right? Other job attitude is job involvement. Okay, job involvement looks at the degree of psychological identification with the job. How involved the person with the job, that is the job involvement. Okay, and then psychological empowerment. The belief in the degree of influence over the job, competence of the job, and the job meaningfulness. Okay, how the person can compete with themselves and with other colleagues in the job. Okay, and then how meaningful the job is. It's all on the psychological empowerment. And then organizational commitment. Organizational commitment is that identifying with a particular organization and its goal. Okay, how the person link his life with the organization. That's organization commitment. All right. There are 3 dimensions of the commitment: effective, continuous, and normative. Okay, but since we don't we don't concentrate on organizational commitment, we just leave it there for the moment. All right. And then organizational commitment has been found to have some relationship to performance, and particularly for the new employers. And then after that, perceived organizational support. What is perceived organizational support is how far your staff can perceive that your organization always support you, always care for you. That's perceived organizational support. Okay, their perception towards the support of organization towards them. Okay, contoh macam if the person have high perception of organizational support. Okay, dia walaupun company dia bagi apa? Bagi clinical benefit saja, dia rasa company dia sayang dia sebab jaga kesihatan dia, kan? Okay, bagi 1-2 benefit saja, they will feel very appreciated. But if the perceived organizational support is very low towards an employee, you bagilah apa-apa pun, bonuses ke, you bagilah you punya medical benefit, hospitalization benefit, kan? Ada pula dental benefit, ada pula company punya car punya loan dan sebagainya. Okay, they still perceive that organization doesn't support his welfare much. That's perceived one of the major job attitudes. Okay. And then employee engagement. How employee engage with the what we call the company. For example, if there is any events or activities carried out by the company, okay, they are willing to join, they are willing to participate. That's employee engagement. Okay. Here we're gonna concentrate on the job attitude. Job satisfaction. Okay, because why we're gonna concentrate on job satisfaction? Because job satisfaction has the highest what we call correlation between attitude and job performance. Right. Job satisfaction is the positive feelings about a job resulting from an evaluation of its characteristics. What does it mean by that? Okay. How high is the positive feelings about his or her job? We're gonna there is a certain sort of an evaluation on how satisfied a staff with the job. Okay. Siapa tadi ya? Sekejap, I'm gonna look at the chat. Miss Jawahir, are you still here?
Cikgu nak panggil siapa?
Ms. Jawahil Ibrahim.
Ya, saya tak boleh dengar ke?
Oh, baru dengar.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any measurement for job satisfaction in your company?
Okay. We have this so-called program. We do employee engagement survey every year. So, I mean, we have a list of questionnaire where the employee they must answer and they must give their honest feedback as well about the organization, about their job. I mean, their works in particular. So from there, we will collect the feedback and we want to understand what actually they want, what is their real or absolute expectation towards the company as well as towards their job lah. So from there, kita akan analyze apa yang kurang, apa yang we can better improve in order to retain our employees. Because it's always good to retain people instead of you hire people, because when people leave, you need to hire, you need to rehire, you need to retrain. It's really incurred cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that means there's a question consists of, do you happy with your job, with your immediate supervisor, with the department, with the company? Is it?
Exactly true. Whether benefit to okay ke, or do you need any trainings or personal development? So it's a very, very so-called macam broad punya survey lah.
I see. Okay. Okay. That's one way to measure the job satisfaction. Another, what we call a popular way, is the single global rating methods, in which that it says that ask one question such as, how satisfied are you with the job? And give options such as extremely satisfied, just like Likert scale, as or neutral, or just satisfied, dissatisfied, extremely dissatisfied. But for this single global rating method, it says that it does not go many facets of a job. So it does not help organization to break down whether there are problems. Another more advanced way is a summation score method. It's a more sophisticated in that it asks about the various job components and breaks down how employees are specifically feeling about the different aspect of the job. Thus, it offers more comprehensive at job satisfaction. Whatever the names of the survey is, if it is related to more complex, more detailed question, it may falls into the category of the summation score methods, measuring the job satisfaction. Okay, this is we trying to what we call find, discover, and then after we got the result, especially HR, we try to explain the attitude, and then after that, in the future, with that particular data or information, we're able to predict and alter the attitudes of the staff. Okay, these are the examples of the result from the measuring job satisfaction. Okay, about the percentage, work itself, pay, and in this company, it shows that only 20% are happy with the promotion. So maybe the company have got to do with this, maybe a career advancement or something like that, right? Supervision, co-workers, and overall satisfaction is quite good in this company. Okay, about the job satisfaction in the in other countries, right? It doesn't mention Malaysia. Most of the highest rate of the job satisfaction is in Mexico. United States is still high, 5.46, but the least is in France and South Korea.
Any reason why Mexico the highest one?
Yeah, according to this is maybe 2016 or 2016 or 2017 punya data. Because this slide is out in 2018. So after that, we are not sure. Malaysia macam mana? Tak tahu. Okay. The work. Okay. What causes job satisfaction? Factors contributing to the job satisfaction. The work itself. It is the strongest correlation with overall satisfaction. Yes, of course, the work itself. Yeah, sometimes there is a survey stating that the most reason why people left the job is because the immediate supervisor. Right? Okay, even though no matter what benefits you have with that particular company, kan, kalau you tak get along with the immediate supervisor, there is a high potential that that particular staff can leave the organization. Mexico, here we go, Cik Azwan, nak jumpa siapa kat sana? Jennifer Lopez, dia pun ada kat US dah. Okay. Selena Gomez. Okay. Alright, the social component, the second causes of job satisfaction. There is a strong correlation with how people view their social context of the work. Okay, some people, when you study management, there's a survey saying that there's a study, not a survey. The study stated that one of the reason people work is because of the social context. They are able to communicate, get along, get a good relationship with the staff, and so on and so forth. So one of the causes of job satisfaction is the social components. Because in the study stated here, there's a strong correlation also, just like work itself, with how people view the social context of their work. And then third, pay. Dia punya result dia lain sikit. Dia ada macam contingency variables. Not correlated after individual reaches a level of comfortable living. Okay, try. Anyone? What do you understand about this? Not correlated after individual reaches a level of comfortable living.
I can answer, but give people a chance. Okay. Okay. For example, when we look at China, right, the like Alibaba and what so forth, they have this called 996. You know, like 9 hours, 6 days a week. So when people had gone up and then they have reached certain comfortable level, they wouldn't want to work 996. Maybe they want to work lesser hour and lesser day.
Okay. Yes. One good example, because according here that when they reach a certain, for example, gaji lah, certain salary, okay, they're comfortable with the salary. Okay. First, they work because of the salary. They want to work hard because they want to reach a certain grade lah, katakan. Okay. Once you reach the certain grade, you're comfortable with the salary, the pay factor is not a factor of job satisfaction anymore. Okay. They will find out that other factors are contributing to the job satisfaction. Maybe work-life balance, ataupun the what we call the support of the support of the work itself, especially the professionals like lawyers, like doctors, and so on and so forth. So job satisfaction, pay is related to job satisfaction, but on the certain level of salary, it will not become a factor of job satisfaction anymore. That's pay. Alright.
maybe just looking for personal fulfillment kan, like
Betul.
more related to what you're interested in doing, so your job like your hobby becomes your job, something like that.
Yes, correct. When you reach certain pay lah, katakan Cik Rizwana kerja, katakan sekarang dah gaji dah comfortable kan, katakan gaji dah 20,000 kan. Lepas tu that is not what we call part of the job satisfaction anymore. And you search some other factors to satisfy kan. Sebab benda tu you dah dapat, it will not become a part of a satisfaction anymore.
Yeah, betul. You start to look for other perks that the job can offer you.
Yes, correct. They're happy with the pay, correct?
Doktor.
Ya.
Lagipun saya ada pernah mengalami keadaan macam leaders tu, bila under itu leaders, banyak orang yang resign. Tetapi di organisation, kita tak grading itu leaders. Kita keep on grading dia punya subordinate. So macam dia punya monitoring dengan grading tak adil tau. Sebab tu kalau macam tu, sebab setiap kali kita lost itu worker, kita rugi sebab kita put effort training, buat macam-macam. Sebab tu tetapi diorang takkan cakap benar bila itu exit interview, diorang akan cakap oh tak ada apa. Tetapi padahal dia benci dia punya leader ke macam ni. So itu situation yang paling susah tau.
Correct, betul. Sebab there are some staff when they want to resign, they go for exit interview. They'll tell you in truth lah what happened. I don't like this here and there. But there are some people who are more cunning. Sometimes they punya dendam dalam hati towards the company tu. They just let they just don't want to give the information. Kata maybe in their mind saying that biarlah kan company ni I nak resign, apa nak jadilah, takkan kita nak bagi true information. Kalau kita bagi the correct information, nanti they're gonna improve is benefit on the company. So I don't want to give the correct information. That's what in their mind lah kan, on this part. So that's why go back to the discussion with Ms. Jawai just now about the survey. Okay, company should have that. Okay, satisfaction survey kan for the staff. Okay, what makes you happy? The opinions about the work itself, the opinions about the immediate supervisor, the opinion about the manager, the opinions about the department, the units, and so on and so forth, so that HR can able to gauge what seems to be the problem there in terms of staff churn, right? Staff resignation. Okay, because actually whatever phenomenon in the organization, there must be a reason, not by chance. Just like what we have discussed in the first chapter kan, sesuatu yang berlaku tu something happen, there must be a reason kan. It's not a matter of just happening. Betul tak, Ms. Shin?
Betul.
Okay, another one. Before I study organizational behavior, I also terkejut because it says that corporate social responsibility is one of the major factor also towards the job satisfaction. Means that what corporate does towards society, for example, give them charity, involved in social work, and involved with the community for the greater goods as one of the factors contributing to the job satisfaction among the staff. So it says that it is good for the planet and the good for the people. It is some sort of the long-term benefit, not only getting a good employees, but also getting a good image and reputation to the public. Okay, what's the impact of job dissatisfaction? Kesan, okay, daripada job satisfaction, ketidakpuasan hati kerja. what's the effect? First, there are the 4 parts. Exit, direct behavior towards leaving the organization. Okay, and then voice includes actively and constructively attempting to improve condition. That means they voice out the dissatisfaction, okay, towards the employer. Or sometimes, if they don't voice out towards the employer, they voice out to other people, to their colleagues, even to the external parties. Okay, this is the second category of the impact of job satisfaction. And then on the third part is a loyalty, something strange. Passively, but optimistically waiting for conditions to improve. This happens when employee, right, love the company, right, but dissatisfied with other parts or other components of the company, maybe immediate supervisor, for example, maybe towards the unit itself, maybe towards certain guidelines, right? But they love the company. They have a certain attachment or instrumental values towards the company. So they passively, right, but they optimistically for conditions to improve. Okay, the final impact was neglect. Okay, some employees, okay, especially don't have certain attachment to the strong attachment to the company. This is the attitude that they have. Neglect passively allows conditions to worsen. Lantaklah, aku kerja 9 to 5, aku balik rumah. Esok aku kerja balik. Janji hujung bulan dapat gaji. That's all. That passively allows condition to worsen. Okay, another impact of job dissatisfaction is counterproductive work behavior. Alamak, okay. Right. Counterproductive work behavior is the opposite of productive work behavior. It is a deviant behavior in the workplace or simply withdrawal behavior. He says that managers can try to mitigate, okay, counterproductive work behavior using techniques such as polling, survey to find out about the employee attitudes. Okay, this is the steps is taken lah, but actually counterproductive behavior is any deviant behavior, okay, that may affect the organization, kan? Macam pelanggaran rules and regulation, you break the rules and regulations, you harm other staff, or you harm the property of the organizations. These are the counterproductive work behavior, including you coming late, including your maybe you come to work and you work slowly, ataupun you relax saja, you kerja sekejap saja, and these are the things lead to the employee dissatisfaction. All right. What are the benefits of having staff with good job satisfaction? Because there is a study stating that with a good job satisfaction, you have a better job and organizational performance. A job satisfaction correlates with the organizational performance. And then better organizational citizenship behavior. What is organizational citizenship behavior? Discretionary behaviors that contribute to the organizational effectiveness but are part of employees' formal job description. Can anyone share or anyone want to try to explain to all of us what is OCB, Organizational Citizenship Behavior?
Can I try?
Okay, Ken.
So basically, instead of just sticking to your job description, they are actually willing to lend a hand to their team to basically achieve the goals that they want.
Betul. Okay. Only part of it lagi?
Nak contoh, nak kena bagi contoh ke?
Boleh juga nak contoh.
So basically, like my offices, so we actually have a recruiters department and also have operation department. So usually operation is just doing like daily operation, basically supporting all our contractors. But recruiters at the same time, instead of just recruiting, they also actually supporting the operations in terms of, let's say, helping out any additional daily requests from our contractors.
So those are not the formal ataupun written job description, but out of their what we call citizenship behavior, they take the initiative to support it, correct?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, the goal is to basically deliver a satisfactory services to our contractors.
Yes, correct.
Doctor, can I give one? Can I give a try?
Boleh, boleh.
Okay, is this something that, okay, for example, because my company, we are organizing the so-called Gala Dinner in next month. So this is not in the employee job description, you know, because we have a committee, the annual dinner committee, where we actually get everyone to volunteer to give a hand. Because, you know, although this is HR punya scope, you know, because we are the one who hosts the event, but we want to have a teamwork. We want to create sense of belongings. Because after all, this is a reward and a recognition program that we actually give to the employees lah. Because the gala dinner is not only about makan-makan, you know, but we have awards. We have special awards to recognize our employee yang achieve, you know, their KPI and so on. So as I said, this is not only one or individual department project, but we get everyone to be the committee. So this is not this is not stated in the job description, tapi we get them involved. This is something we want people to have the satisfaction, you know, instead of the job routine and so on. So is this considered as these citizenship behaviors?
Yes, correct. Exactly. Okay, to be precise on your example there, just like, for example, it create a teamwork, it create a sense of working together, right?
Correct.
Okay. Say, for example, you are HR department, actually is your is under you and your responsibility to carry out this gala event.
Yeah.
But there's few stuff from maybe I just give example. I don't know details about your company. Maybe from your from the legal department or from the accounts department, right? To help you on this event. So
yeah, exactly correct.
okay, the what we call the part of the formal job description for them is actually to to protect the customers' private and confidential matters, right? So they have to work alone. Okay, they cannot share information among each other, even though within their department. So they work individually. Okay, they have to know how to work individually. But with the organizational citizenship behavior, even though they are not required to work as a team, but they have those citizenship behaviors which can contribute to other parts, which is your gala event.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the explanation on like good example from both of you, from
Thank
Ms.
you.
Aniza and Mr. Will. So this is the discretion. We say that discretion behaviors, right? Extra good behaviors, even though it's not part of your job requirements. That's the benefit of job satisfaction. Kan? Orang happy dia sanggup buat apa saja kan for the company. Greater levels of customer satisfaction, of course, when you have a satisfied staff, they will serve your customer well, and then generally lower absenteeism and turnover. Absenteeism in terms of MCs kan, MC yang sebenarnya not genuine MCs, right? Or urgent leave, it will lower down that particular issues, right? And decrease instances of workplace deviance. Of course lah kan, dia orang takkan nak, orang-orang macam ni takkan nak harm the workplace. Okay, what are the implication on the for managers as on the attitude? Pay attention to your employees' job satisfaction level as determinants of their performance, turnover, absenteeism, and withdrawal behavior. And then measure employee job attitudes objectively and regular intervals in order to determine how employees are reacting to their work. And then raise employee satisfaction, evaluate the fit between the employee's work interests and the intrinsic part of the job to create work that is challenging and interesting to the individual. And considering the fact that high pay alone is unlikely to create a satisfying work environment, there are other determinants or factors that create a satisfying work environment. So before we proceed with the explanation of your project assignment and also presentation, is there any questions on the second topic here? Ada soalan? Shall we proceed with the job projects and also presentation?
Yes, can.
Okay, sekejap.
Yes, please, Doctor.
Alright, sekejap. Share. Okay. Okay. We go for the project assignment first. All right. Due date will be on the final day of your webinar. Okay. It will be the same 7 members, all right, or less, it's up to you. But the maximum is 7. You should select a team leader, and students shall submit the class assignment at the end of the class session. All right. Okay lah. I'll give you until at the end of the day, for example. Okay, or the day after to submit the that particular assignment. The assignment shall be uploaded by the team leaders only. Others no need to submit. All right. Okay, as stated here, Saturday, 3rd February 2024. I'll tell the office. I'll tell the admin. Let it be by the next day before 12 afternoon. Okay. Assessment. Okay. For this assignment, it will be based on clarity of the summary, the ability to relate at least 3 ideas from the 3 topics, articulation and arrangement of discussion, delivery, language, spelling. These are all usual markings for the assignment. Okay, the important things is what to do. Each group must choose at least 1 academic or professional journal or article that relates to any discussions, topics, or subtopics or issues related to organizational behavior. Okay, we have about 10 or 11 topics in the semester, all right? What you have to do is select one article, and then with that one article, you relate to what we have studied throughout the semester. You not relate topic number 1. There are there are few subtopics. Maybe topic number 1, 2 subtopics. Topic number 2, one subtopic also can. There's no issue. At least you relate 3 topics or 3 subtopics with that particular journal. So, did anyone of you know how to get the journals? The fastest way to get the academic journal. Ada siapa tahu tak? Ke semua tak tahu lagi?
Saya
Ya,
tak tahu.
betul. Pandai. Mr. Raj, Google Scholar. Okay. Let me take a few minutes of the time to share with you the Google Scholar. Alright. Let me stop share here first. Okay. Sekejap ya. Let me type first. I've bookmarked the Google Scholar already. Sekejap. Google Scholar. Okay. Let me share. Share. Okay. Nampak tak?
Yeah.
Nampak?
Daripada Google, you type Google Scholar. Dia akan keluar this option. Google Scholar. Okay. Articles. Kita bukan ambil law, tapi it's law. Okay. Apa-apa tajuk. Ataupun the most simplest one, you just write lah. Apa ni? Organizational behavior. Kita tulis dalam tulisan US. Okay, macam-macam ada kan. You nak check the latest one since 2023 pun ada few options. Okay. Kalau since 2019 pun tak apa. Okay. The easiest one you can get, you see, tengok belah kanan ni. PDF ni of course you boleh download. Ada setengah yang tak ada ni, you kena go inside. Sometimes you have to subscribe lah and everything. So the simplest one, you see on the right side PDF, you can download directly. Okay. Talk about what? Organizational behavior in Russia, boleh, tapi relate dengan what we have learned and we will learn in this semester, throughout this semester. Theoretical aspect, okay, and the corporate culture. Contoh kan, you boleh download. Keluarlah dia punya ni. The overall ada kat abstract ni, introduction of the what we call the journal. Journals is about maybe ada yang 15, ada yang 20 pages, ada yang ni 7 pages. There's no, restriction on the journal. You want to take short journal pun okay, as long as it is an academic journals like this. Tapi Google Scholars ni semua academic journal sebenarnya, kan? These are the example of how you can get the academic journal. In fact, sebenarnya I took my PhD, I tak pergi pun library. My sources is here and few other sources lah, kan? But majority of the sources is through the Google Scholar. Okay, sekejap kita share balik yang tadi. Boleh? So tahu how to get this academic journal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Okay, assessment, as what I mentioned, the clarity, ability to, you relate 3 ideas from the 3 topics, the articulation and also the delivery. Okay, what do you need to do? you need to write 1-page summary of the article. You summarize your article in a 1 page. What is article is all about? What it is the research? What is the result of the research, right? And then, okay, I'm sorry, just ignore the 2 pages review. Actually, if you read, you write more, actually the better. But 1 page for 1 review, 1 page for 1 relation with the organizational behavior study is enough already. Okay, you need to relate 3, right? 3 ideas. So 1 idea, 1 page is enough already. Okay. Silap ya, apologize again. Ada mistake. Nanti I betulkan balik. Okay, this review must contain the main ideas of the article and how it relate to the topics that we have discussed or will be discussed in the class. And then write 1 page of the discussion, your personal opinions with regard to the review journal or article. Okay, this is your comment about the journal. For example, do you agree what has been written, or do you disagree, or something that you want to add about? So it is all in a matter of your opinion, right? Tapi a good opinion is when you are able to write and then you cite where is your opinion came from, kan? Your citation is to back your writing lah, to what we call untuk mempertahankan you punya hujah. Alright. Okay. This is my suggestion of the frame of your assignment. You are the introduction, kan, about half page. Kan? Review on the article related to the page summary of the article. Kan? What this article is all about, dia punya kajian dia, the result, and then this is not 3 article, 3 relations to the organizational behavior. I need to check with my assistant here why there is a few mistakes in the okay, 3 relations. Okay, not 3 article, 3 relations. Okay, related to the organizational behavior. So whether topics or subtopics is up to you. Okay, 1 page, 1 relation. And then your comments or feedback on the article. Okay, the one that I've mentioned. Your personal opinion, your group's personal opinion with regard to the journal. And then, of course, there is a conclusion and your references. This is the format suggested. 12:1.5 spacing. Number of pages. Again, this is wrong. All right. This is wrong. Again. Okay. In that case, I will resend the correct ones. But at now, you just see this as a guideline. Okay. Number of pages, actually, you see 1.5 plus 3, 4.5, and then 5, 5.5, 6, and then references itself about 6 to 7 pages. Okay, 6 to 7 pages. Kan? Average seorang satu muka. Any question?
So betul lah number of pages tu minimum kan, dia tulis situ minimum 1.5 to 2 pages. So maknanya tak boleh kurang daripada tu lah kan doktor?
Actually
minimum. Tulis minimum bukan max kan? Minimum kan?
Tak salah juga ni, minimum mestilah dalam 6 pages tengok. Intro pun dah setengah kan?
Okay, faham. Alright.
Tak apalah, check balik sendirilah yang ni benda ni. So use that as a reference. Bagi saya dalam 3-4 hari ni I akan amend balik yang betul, yang betul punya, and I'll send to the group again.
All right, thank you.
Ada soalan lain? Okay, ada soalan lain?
Doktor, kamu akan grup kita kan? Bukan kita yang grup sendiri kan?
You akan group sendiri.
Hah?
Option, you akan group sendiri.
Hmm.
Okay. Miss Jin, you ada dalam group WhatsApp kan? Betul?
Betul.
Okay. Dalam group WhatsApp saya ni, nanti I akan tulis group 1. And then number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I leave it blank. Group 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I leave it blank. Sampai group 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I leave it blank. And then I forward to you. And then you are the ones who write your name, copy and paste back to the group. So everyone will see, oh, you are in the which group, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Nanti I bagi nanti takut ada yang tak selesa, ada yang lebih comfortable dengan soalan ni dan sebagainya kan. Sebab writing needs actually writing needs commitment kan. So higher group satisfaction, higher commitment, betul tak?
Betul-betul.
Sorry, doctor. Why don't you just put the group by this topic? Then we put our name, whichever interested in that particular subject or question.
That is, for my opinion, that is the discussion between your group, right?
If not, if let's say example, we in the same group of 7 people, let's say group 1 example, then 4 of us have different opinion and not agree with the topic, then we have to like disperse again.
Oh.
Then it's going to be a troublesome.
No, I don't think a problem lah, Doctor, sebab I rasa that is what teamwork, right? We need to discuss and discuss our ideas, then only we achieve kita punya apa tu conclusion.
That's what
I agree with that. But if let's say I have different opinion, but the same group with example Jawa Hill, then it's going to be like, oh, we're going to choose another group again.
Sorry, I didn't get you. I don't really understand.
Okay, example, if I in the same group with you, example group 1, and you choose the topic number 1, and I decided on topic number 3 for the questionnaire, then how are you going to be?
That's why we did a discussion. That's why we have 7 so that we can get majority consensus.
Because now you are free because say for example, Mr. Lam, you are interested in certain topic. Topic number 1 or topic number 2 is about attitude, for example. You are really interested in the topic of attitude, right? In the discussion between group, why not you find and try to get the article related to the attitude, right? Because you can relate three topics in one, what we call one article.
That is okay. I'm talking about the first assignment, right? We need to do the first assignment first, right?
Oh, the first assignment, the presentation, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're going to be in the same group until the end, right?
Yes, correct. You will
Right.
be.
So the last one, like February 3rd, okay, submission that can be discussed after everybody have used to everybody else, then that is a different story. So what I'm talking about here now is the first presentation. I suggest that we put the topic there, and whoever interested in that topic can put their name.
Okay. All right. Let us discuss after. I'll show that particular assignment first. Mana assignment dia tadi? Sekejap ya. Sekejap Andrew ya.
No worries.
Okay. Class presentation kan? Betul? This one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct. This one.
The task is simple. 5 minutes presentation. You create. You just create what we call a slide. using PowerPoint or any other creative slides that you want to do for 5 to 10 minutes presentation. Okay. Introduction, the content is the 4 topics that Mr. Lam addressed just now, right? And then the conclusion, 5 to 10 minutes only. Okay. Minimum 3 presenters. I don't want one presenter only. Can at least there is a show of a cooperation over there. Okay. The issue that shall I call you Mr. Lam or Andrew?
Just call me Andrew, doctor. Just call me Andrew.
The issue that Andrew confronted is whether with that 7 person in a group agree with the topic that you want to present. Okay, just to inform you that 4 of the option here all are in the topic number 1 and topic number 2 today. Okay, topic number 1 and topic number 2 today. So the question is it advisable for me to let you guys put in your name, just like group number 1, group number 2 here? I'm not sure. I'm just trying to facilitate you guys in this. Or you can even discuss in the group, Andrew. Okay, I want to present this group. Who want to join me? And then if there is maybe 5 or 6 or 7 person want to join, then you put in the group number there.
Yeah, this is what I thought, doctor. I thought like putting this topic with the group is easier to find a partner or same person who have a same interest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is what suggesting. So, but it's still open to everyone opinion here.
Yeah, correct. Because that one, my suggestion is you discuss in the group, kan? Before you put the group member, you discuss in the WhatsApp first, and then if you agree, then you put your group member names over the list. At least the group WhatsApp group is active, kan? Betul tak?
Doctor,
Too active.
I don't mind.
Doctor, as I mentioned.
So what I do now here, what I do now here is I gonna put a topic that I think I interested at, okay, and put the 7 column or numbers. So anybody who agree to join that group, feel free to put their name in. Yeah. So this is what I gonna do. If other people have other opinion or better solution, it's open for discussion, no?
Doctor, sorry to chip in, Doctor. Sorry to chip in. Okay, what I will do is, okay, what we did was in our previous semester, usually whatever project assignment, we will take offline and then we will discuss which topic or, okay, for example, this one kan, you dah ada bagi 4 ni kan. So I will discuss with my team since I already formed a group and they have appointed me as a group leader. I will discuss with my group members which topic they think they want to choose, because it depends on their their preference and also their strength. Then only will like macam conclude yang mana kita nak. Okay, let's take for example, we're going to choose number 4, job satisfaction kan. So kita ambil yang tu saja, because I have to talk and discuss with my team members. Then only we can decide yang mana yang diorang rasa confident nak pilih.
That's one way lah.
I will do that way. Yes.
Sorry to chip in. Jawa here. Yeah. I think some of us here are first time in this class. I think our first semester compared to yours, where you have established your group. Right. So for the benefit of the new joiner like me, myself, okay, I think we don't have any connection yet so far. Who do what? Even though we just get to know each other like 1 or 2 session. So maybe that is beneficial for the newcomers like our group. We are in don't know which section. I forget. Sorry, 66 or 99. So yeah, if you have your own group that you establish, yeah, that's fine. Right. But my opinion is for the newcomer only. I don't know how many newcomer or first time in this session, right? Because I just got to understand today, like you have this is your second semester, right? Mine is like say first class.
Okay, Andrew, if
For the topic.
for me, if I'm a newcomer and I have a classmate like you, right? I just follow you because you make decision already. I dah tak payah pening-pening nak pilih lagi. Faham
Itulah,
tak, Andrew?
dengan mencari ini
For me
doktor,
lah,
dengan
for
mencari
me. I tak payah nak discuss lah. Okay, Andrew, you kata ni, okay, kita buat yang tu je lah. For me lah, kan?
Betul
yeah,
juga.
yeah. This one way, one way also to look into that. Yeah, but I don't know. Let's see what is in the group. Okay, then we will decide on that. Yeah,
Okay.
because yeah, it's
Okay.
for majority like what you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
My another suggestion is just that among among the few groups here, you just write your name first and then in the bracket prefer to choose topic 1. Kan? Nanti
Yeah,
kalau
you write
ada
your
yang
preference
prefer,
topic,
dia akan letak
then those
nama sekali.
Yeah, betul.
Betul tak?
exactly.
Betul, exactly. I agree.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Right.
Okay. All right. 10 or 50 plus. Okay. All right. Any other question? Any question that you want to ask before we go? Okay. Satu lagi benda for the attendance, because I don't know how to capture the attendance here, because usually I use Teams or I use the what we call another system lah for video, Google. So I able to capture the attendance here, but from
Can we just write in our name and our matrix number dekat chat tu? Then the code
boleh.
is captured. Yeah.
Okay, boleh. So we end our class now. If there is any question, but before you go, please write inside your chat your name and your matric number. If you forget your matric number, it's okay. You just write your name. Like Miss Raisa Dora here has put her name already. Boleh? Okay. Shall we end the class right now? Or thank you very much. See you guys.
Thank you, Doctor.
Next class.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Have a nice
care.
weekend.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome.